your time has come. Hello there, and welcome back to another episode of Sithbelle Survives. We are in our starter house that we made on our last episode, and we're going to get some infrastructure together so we can hopefully get a little bit further with this and finish up the rest of the decorations. As you can see, we're missing some glass and some finer decorations. Right now it's kind of nothing more than a big box. I'd like to get some villagers. I'd like to grow a few crops, and most importantly, I'd like to get some diamond equipment so I can start doing some proper caving without dying every 5 seconds. Let's see how it goes. I didn't do anything. I swear. The lack of horses on this island are purely coincidental. Purely coincidental. Did you know that beehives could spawn on mangrove trees? 'Cause I sure didn't. Neat. Distractions aside, I decided to start gathering up some crops so I could get geared up. I planted a little bit of all the crops and decided, you know what? Some beetroot would be nice this time around. I never plant beetroot, so I went ahead and planted some of that as well. And then after that, I decided I was going to get ready for my villager breeder, and I decided there was no better place than my old little starter house. After that, I made a cow pen. Now, along the way to find some cows, I got distracted by a cat stuck on the cliff, but did eventually find what I was looking for. Huh. There it goes. Alright, cows. Time for you to go on a swim. Just me and my cows. My water skiing cows. And we have something in common. Oh, that's a trident. Please don't murder my cow. Hey. Oh, you... Oh, 21 levels. Oh, that's annoying. Well, let's see if I can at least get you to your home. Come on, Moo Moo. You're gonna get stuck on a tree? Really? I'm only leading you to your forever home. A nice cow pen where you will eventually be turned into steak and leather. Come on. You got this. There you go. Operation Cow Part 2 was more of a success. Alright, let's hope another Trident boy doesn't come and kill us. Alright, time to commence Operation Moo Cow. Moo. Okay, let's get some sticks, make some torches. I'm gonna spend some quality time in the caves. I'm gonna go explore that cave system that's in my strip mine. Alright, let's see what this cave has to offer. This is where I've been mining out the calcite from a house. This lovely geode right here. Got some diamonds over here and up there that I'm waiting to get fortune on. Here's the bad stuff I've been hearing. Qua? I don't have the equipment to explore that. So we're just gonna plug that bad boy up and try again later. A little bit of lapis might not hurt. So when I was digging this out, I heard noises. I'm gonna do my cheaty cam. Oh. There's just lovely death up here. Oh! I knew they were there. I walked right into them and blew up anyway. Well, back down into the mines we go. That's not what I want to hear. Post-editing Sithbelle here. Have you ever tried to fight a horde of zombies with nothing but some deep slate in your hand? Yeah, it's an adventure. I fought them off for as long as I could, but eventually there was just no way I was surviving this. Take 2. Alright, back at the scene of the crime, and there's all the zombies with all of my stuff. Luckily this time, because I had knocked them down with so many hits on the previous attempt, I was able to eventually kill these guys off. But it took a long time and a lot of hits before they would finally go down. Things are not going well. Alright, hopefully my stuff is still here. Looks like we're all good. Man, it exploded everywhere. I see wood I didn't place. Aha! Zombie spawner very close. I got both discs. Awesome. That's exactly what I need, are some rails. Oh dear. Oh dearie, dearie, dear. How is there a chicken with no owner down here? There's so many creepers. I am not even playing with this thing. There we go. Oh dear. Oh dear. I'm hosed. caving, she said. Get resources, she said. It'll be great, she said. Oh! How am I getting two hit? I'm just gonna get my stuff and go home. That zombie's gonna have all my crap on. Good news is I don't think I... Yep, there is all my stuff. Well, I found where the rest of that is, but there's also a lot of bad. My inventory's full and, well, kinda tired of getting beat up. Oh, I'm not gonna push my luck. I'll push my luck a little, get these diamonds, because it couldn't hurt. Alright, now I'm going home. I'll be back, mysterious chicken. Well, that didn't go well. Oh, cows, you won't kill me. Dun it. Dun it. Dun it. Dun it. Dun it. Oh yeah, it's happening. Oh no. Stupid pig, you made me look bad. Really? All the way over there is an entire flock. Baba, black sheep. Have you any wool? Just one, Yeah, that house is going to be pretty when it's fully decorated. I'm really liking how it turned out. Needs a few windows. Window boxes, shutters, doors. You know, nothing major. Alright, now that I had all the supplies, I decided it was time to start the villager breeder for real. I cleared out the flooring and all the original blocks. I dug down some dirt so I had enough room. And then I started placing the glass. Villager breeders are very simple. I've been using this one for a long time. I don't remember who I originally learned it from, but basically you just put 4 beds on top of some glass and some slabs, put a fence post in the middle, put some carpet and some trap doors along the edge, and then you have a fully functional villager breeder. I've got a nitwit here somewhere. Where is he? The next part of getting a villager breeder up and running is far more painful, unfortunately. I decided to wait until nighttime so they would be more motivated to go into their bed, and then I decided to release all the villagers and hope that I got lucky and the nitwit would come out first. Apologies for the durability ping. Naturally, I did not get the nitwit first, so I ended up having to create a second boat and try and get him to go into a different one. I was a lot more fortunate this time around because once I broke into the house, the nitwit decided that, hey, he wanted to go to bed, and he managed to get in the boat immediately. So I took him over to the villager breeder and decided to set him free to see if he'd go of his own volition. Unfortunately, I misjudged the hitboxes just a wee bit. Oh, shoot. Yes, find the bed. Get inside. Then I went and got the other villager and decided to transport him over to the breeder as well so I could have them both within close proximity without having to worry about chasing them. And that way I'd only have the opening on the breeder itself open for a short amount of time. After that, I helped the nitwit into bed, which luckily didn't take too much effort to do. Just had to remove a carpet. The second villager was a little bit more difficult to get into bed, but after breaking a couple of pieces, he also went into bed just like he should. And replacing the pieces is obviously pretty easy to do, even with villagers sleeping. Time to see if this worked. We have ourselves a breeder. Will you take some carrots? Alright, thank you. Now make me some babies. Oh, creepers. Oh, so you're leather workers now, huh? Come on, go in the house. I don't actually need you, you know. With the spare villagers put away, I decided to do some chores while waiting for the breeder to start working. I fed my cows some, and I got the enchanting table set up, and then I decided to dig out some temporary homes for our future traders. Just something that will get the job done until I can build them a proper house. So, this started one of the most frustrating hours of my life. I don't know why I did it the way that I did it, but I decided that I was going to try and use their workstations to lure them into their homes and didn't pay attention to the time of day. It started off okay. They came out, we got a farmer right away, and then when I tried to move them forward, they stopped paying attention to the jobs. Little did I know that it was about to be the time of day where the villagers decided that they wanted to be social. I thought I was able to trap one in there, but he had no interest in the composter at the back. It took me a long time to figure out that none of them were interested in the composters at the back, and I had to change tactics entirely. And it was then that I discovered that my breeder was also not working at this point. I didn't give them enough carrots. So all attempts at luring, they weren't just failed. They weren't interested in composters, they weren't interested in smithing tables. Luckily, the villagers were interested in carrots, and I made sure that I watched until they had a baby like the creepy little voyeur that I am. Reader is up and running. It's like something out of a horror movie. After that, my frustrations continued. I was able to get farmers, but they weren't interested in working. It was about that time when I came up with my new favorite mantra. I hate villagers. A phrase that would be repeated many, many a time while I tried to get these guys in their future homes. You can see, eventually one of them came down, and I was trying to lure them to find the composter that was in the back of the hole, but he just wanted to join his brother up at the top once again. I don't know what they're staring at, but it is very interesting clearly. So I finally figured it out and decided I was going to try using rails to force them in, which is my usual method and one that has served me well in the past. However, this was also not the easiest thing to do because I still had to lure a villager down to get him into a minecart. Eventually, I did manage to get one, but I couldn't get him in the cart. I tried several times. Pushing him to the side didn't do anything, couldn't get enough momentum. And then I tried moving the rail around to no avail. And at some point, it just became comical in hindsight. It's like a freaking cartoon. But eventually he did get in his minecart and in his forever home. I trapped him in and tried to remove the rail, but I did it out in the wrong order. So I accidentally increased my cost for him for the next little while. He was not a big fan of me after that. But once I had one, the rest of them were a lot easier, at least farmers number 2 and 3. And they spread out to the four winds, didn't they? I see, you found religion. Well, too bad. You're going to be a farmer. That's right, follow the composter. You are just the worst. It was about that time that I paid attention to the time of day, so I decided to wait for the next working day and made a few extra homes for the various smiths. And then I set my trap. Yeah, it's time for you to go to work, my dude. And by that, I mean entrap you forever. Ha ha. Welcome to where you're going to be living for a long time. I hope you like it. Twins! Hooray! Good job, guys. 4 villagers down, and 3 more to go. Hello, welcome to your new forever home. You're going to be a toolsmith. Exponential cow growth. You just work right there. Oh, I hate villagers. Awesome, you're a pumpkin guy. And you're a pumpkin guy. You're still mad at me. While waiting for the baby villagers to grow up, I decided to plant another field. Luckily, it didn't take too long before they grew up, and I had enough for my third and final smith. I got him into place, and then I was ready for the real grind. I started planting crops, trading with villagers, planting more crops, breeding up cows, and generally trying not to be distracted. Ooh, another head to add to my collection. Sir, you could have picked a better spot to spawn. That doesn't seem right. Well, you've got some really good stuff, but I need to save my emeralds for actually leveling up my villagers, so you're more of a late game guy. And hey, I need the leather. Does that make me a monster? Probably. And one more. Oh, and one more for the totem pole. Up to 4 now. After several hours of going through the same old grind, I decided to go on an adventure. Found a buried treasure map. Actually found buried treasure this time instead of crashing my game, which was awesome. I went for some iron, which was my main goal. Found some windswept hills and decided to get as much as I could find. I also managed to find a silk touch pickaxe, which will come in useful exactly never. I then decided to kill some slimes for some slime balls, and then I found a shipwreck in the middle of not the ocean, which was interesting, but it also had buried treasure, which was cool. And then I decided to come back home. Alright, I made it back home and I have lots of goodies. Some coal that'll hopefully last me for a little while, some iron, and a bunch of other random stuff that I wasn't expecting. So neat. I'm going to spare you hours of the grind that I went through for the rest of the day, but I got the cows bred up and then finally was able to kill them down for some books and some bookshelves. So I was all set up for the enchanting that I wanted to do as soon as I got the diamond armor from my villagers and tools, of course. I then spent hours and hours planting and trading and planting and trading and leveling and trading and planting, and it just kept going on and on and on. But eventually I got all diamond gear and all diamond tools and managed to level them up. Some of them were even pretty good, some of them not so much. All right, we have fully diamond gear. It is enchanted, not on its final state, but at least it's a start. And not only that, we also have our tools enchanted with, better than nothing. We got a really good pick and okay rest of the stuff. And we also got a really good hoe. And it's important to have a good hoe in your life, for sure. That'll help with the crops. And I'm honestly going to be taking a break for the rest of the night because it is my bedtime. So I will catch you on the next day. Alright, well, it is the next day and then some, if I'm honest. And, well, I've done some editing, and it turns out that this is pretty much all the video time that we have. So I'm afraid we're going to have to finish up the starter base, well, finish up the starter house, I guess, in the next episode. So I appreciate you watching if you made it this far, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye!